I told my brother's girlfriend about his vasectomy and ruined their entire relationship. My brother Mark won the lottery when he was 20. Not like millions of dollars, but $1,000 a week for life. Pretty sweet deal. Instead of being smart with it, he dropped out of college and decided to travel the world. For the past 20 years, he's been hopping from country to country with just a backpack and his lottery money. He comes home maybe once every few years to visit. Mark always hated being the youngest of 8 kids. Our parents were older when they had him and honestly didn't have much energy left. He used to say all the time that he'd never have kids of his own. When he turned 30, he came home and told our whole family he got a vasectomy. He was super proud about it, saying he wasn't going to contribute to overpopulation. We all just figured that was Mark being Mark. This year, he showed up with this girlfriend, Haley. She's 28, really pretty and super smart. They met in South America during the pandemic when they both got stuck there. She works on her laptop and travels just like him. We threw this big family BBQ to celebrate Mark being home. There were like 30 people in my parents' backyard, all excited to meet his first serious girlfriend. Haley was amazing, sweet, funny, and clearly head over heels for my brother. I was chatting with her about their plans now that travel was opening up again. She got this dreamy look in her eyes and said she was ready to settle down and start a family. My heart melted because she seemed so genuinely happy. So I asked if they were planning to adopt from one of the countries they'd visited, or if they'd try to adopt here in North America. She looked confused and said they'd talked about it, but they definitely wanted at least one biological child together. That's when I made my huge mistake. Without thinking, I asked, "Oh, so where did Mark get his vasectomy reversed? Or are you guys doing IVF? I know they can still get sperm even after a vasectomy." Haley's face went completely white. She stared at me for like 10 seconds, then walked straight over to Mark. I watched them have this intense whispered conversation across the yard. Then they both just left. No goodbye, no explanation. Mark called me that night absolutely screaming. Turns out he never told Haley about the vasectomy. His plan was to just keep traveling with her and maybe adopt kids someday if she really wanted them. He never planned on telling her she couldn't have biological children with him. He said I shared private medical information and completely ruined his life, that Haley was devastated and felt like their entire relationship was built on lies. He told me he never wanted to see me again. I found out later from my mom that Haley broke up with him and flew back to her home country the next day. Mark disappeared again too, probably off to some remote island where he can't get angry phone calls from family.